Hey everybody, welcome back to our alternative American history. I hope you're having a sweet day today. Apparently, Germany didn't learn from the Russians. Apparently didn't learn at all from the Russians because they have now implemented their diplomatic play against us to cut us down to size. They apparently want to try to cut us down to size as well. Doesn't seem very smart, okay? Other countries seem to agree. Great Britain has declared neutrality, so they don't want anything to do with it. France, I don't know what they were doing. But we got a lot of people who are, maybe can be swayed one way or the other here. I don't care. I say bring it on because they're already fearful. They're like, we got to cut them down to size. I don't know how, but we got to do it. We got also this one here too. Another peasant revolt with the Great Britain. I'm just going to declare neutrality with this so we don't have to see it anymore. Let's talk about Germany. All right. So they have an inferior navy, and vastly inferior army as well. And so I think anyway, that we should maybe try this just to really put the fear into them. We'll go ahead and do this and say, hey, we're ready to go. All right. Now, I was talking earlier about expeditions and things, and this is not in the tutorial. It's just not anywhere. You just kind of have to know it exists, Which, okay, so but people with more experience in the game, or people who maybe aren't making a video and they're just playing it on their own, looking around, maybe they'll see it. But there's a tab here that says decisions, and I totally don't see this. The decisions, right? Antarctic expedition. Survey the Panama Isthmus. Potential of building a canal across the Panama Isthmus. Yes, we're gonna want to go ahead and do that, right? So let's get that going. Now, it disappears from the list, and I go into my journal, and it's down here. Panama survey. So await the completion of a 30-month survey, and we are currently losing 1,000 bureaucracy from that, but whatever. So that's one expedition. We can go to the decisions tab here, and we can also say survey a skyscraper site. Again, there's a decisions tab, no idea. Survey because nothing in the whole game tells you that this exists. Our architects believe that innovations involving steel frames and concrete would allow the construction of buildings taller than ever conceived before. So this will cost us 500 bureaucracy. So cool. Map the American Western frontier. Launch an expedition to map out the unknown regions and geography of the American Western frontier. We have all this stuff anyway, so I don't see the point, but okay. I know the person for the job. Cool. We'll go ahead and choose a leader, and I choose General George Terrell. Will cost me permanently cost me 300,000. What? Okay, can I pass on this? Permanently cost me 300,000? Are you kidding me? Why? Permanently? Why permanent? Why is that permanent? Will be removed once the expedition is completed or failed. Okay, I guess that's so it's not permanent. It's just while the expedition is going on. I mean, we should be done with this very quickly, but all right, I'll click it and then we'll be in 394,000 in debt, I guess. And then we have Manifest Destiny. Our great nation is fated to spread across the continent. This should be done. Great. Except this isn't needed. I don't need to do this, right? So never mind. This triggers the Mexican secession and the frontier wars, which we don't need to do. We did it ourselves in our own way. So there we go. I guess not sure how long this will last, but okay. Expeditions are there. Albeit it's a little bit, if I may say so, it's a little bit anticlimactic just to have little menus and say, oh, we're going on an expedition. I want it to be like Anno where I can see things and hear things. Come on. Photographs of the United States of America. It has been suggested that we take and distribute some pictures of our country's most famous landmarks. Oh, I think we should. Yes, let's distribute them international as well. Okay, so are they going to actually cut us down to size, or are you going to give up? All you have that might join you is Russia. Like, did they not learn their lesson? Things are escalating. I guess if you really want to try it, we can go for it, but we're absolutely going to get war reparations from you. So that will just be the money that I need, because I'm going to be dropping in debt here pretty quick here. Concrete fortifications is done right on schedule. Here we go. And for research purposes, everything in the production tree is done. Let's go to military. And we have stormtroopers, which is kind of doing itself. And then there's mobile armor, which sounds awesome. And then society. Okay, so Germany's going to try to cut us down. We knew that was happening. So mass surveillance is the only thing that's left. So I guess we'll go down to mobile armor as our research now. Okay, so let's say that our... Great. France declared neutrality, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Everybody's North India activated. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so what we want to do is to get our admirals, okay? We want to raid the German convoys. Germany, they're coming over here. So let's raid their convoys and make sure that they can't get here. Go ahead and just really pile on. Make sure that they will not be getting into our country. Okay, if they make a front, then we fight it. But I doubt they're going to make much of a front. We have just so many ships, so I just don't see how that would happen. Yep, no supply. So it's all these two here. So we can just say, yep, just pile it all right here. Okay. So we're going to stop all their supply convoys from getting here. That's easy enough. If they make a front, then cool, we'll be there to respond, but I just don't think they will. Who do they have helping them? Nobody. Not a buddy. Nobody indeed. German war reparations. That's what we want. That's our goal. So we will propose that peace to them when they are done screwing around. Coming after us. All right? Trying to cut us down to size. And we're not going to ask them for some of their territory or anything like that, because that's just going to add more to our infamy, and I don't want to do that. When researching one of the enclaves, a letter was waiting for George Tyrrell stating that his fiancée back in the United States of America has married another man. Let the man mourn. Expedition loses progress. He'll find another one. So it gained minor progress, closer to achieving its goal, but also peril. As you take more risks on an expedition, it becomes increasingly perilous, adding to a greater chance of failure. So, like, oh, okay. Let the man mourn and loses progress. Because increasingly perilous, I guess I'm just going to do this. He'll find another one. Whatever. All right, so that expedition will continue. That's good. Germany, are you coming? I don't understand. What you doing here? Go ahead and be neutral here on this. Germany. Germany, are you there? I thought you were going to cut us down to size. What happened? Germany. Nothing? Interesting. Morocco is now importing opium from us. That's nice. We should probably look at trade routes to offset this credit that we're in. We have a 2 million credit now. I wonder if there's anything we could do about that. These trade routes are useless. Maybe we can go ahead and export some of our glass, I suppose, to the Portuguese markets. We can export some of our coal. The French, that seems like a good one. We can export our furniture to the Brazilian market and the Burmese market, and maybe even also the Portuguese. And the French could have it too. Why not? What else? We could export our fertilizer. Brazilians and Dutch would love our fertilizer, and then our fabric is also pretty cheap. We can give that to the French. And our telephones are also a little bit inexpensive, although nobody seems to want them, so who cares? You guys Argentina can have our wheat. So we'll export some stuff and see if that helps our industries at all. I don't know. It's not going to really help our deficit much, but whatever. Not building things probably help my deficit a little bit. Although I'm not really building much anymore. I am kind of just letting it do its thing at this point because I just want to get my infamy gone. And I think we're getting pretty close to the end of this playlist, to be honest. I mean, really just have this area to deal with, right? That's it. Just want to get Puerto Rico, and I think I think that's it, because, you know, we have Alaska already and Hawaii, and both of these are... see, the Southern planters left the propertied women thing. Yeah, they're happy now. They don't want to enact this anymore. Good. I mean, radicals still go up, line go up because of this, so whatever. But I'm just going to leave it alone, because like the number of radicals we have, I'm never going to get that low again, because there's just too much territory, right? Rhode Island, though, you know, you guys, we can up your fish, I guess, and we can up your glassworks a little bit, and maybe your ranches can go up. Is it because of infrastructure or what? You're in turmoil for what reason? Your population's fine. Well above minimums. Well, maybe not the impoverished. The lower strata's not... The lower strata's not doing super great, but... you know, we can give you guys a university, and we're going to need more power anyway, so how about another power plant as well? Let's get that added to the list of things. And maybe we could even do an oil-fired one, which would help our oil industry, but I don't know, we'll have to see. Okay, it's the peace treaty. That's not ours, so we just have to take a look. I don't see any Germans on our borders. I don't see it. Artillery is cheap. Steamers are cheap. Steel is cheap. Everything is cheap in America. Undiscovered plant species. Member of the expedition has asked for a few days to stop and collect samples of previously unknown plant species. What are we, gardeners? Yeah, sure, why not? Get the prestige, of course. It's part of the exploration. I mean, you don't need to do this anymore because we already have it, but I mean, I might as well just explore what the expedition is, because I said I wanted to know what it was, so that's what we're doing. It looks to me like we got a war going on down here. Then you know what? The number of people that responded to the Africa thing, it's very encouraging. So I look forward to doing that. I'm going to do it. But I think some of you have the wrong idea of what the goal of that was, because a lot of you are telling me I should start in various different ones. Start here, start here, start. Like, I already have the warlord I'm reenacting. I already have the location I'm starting in, and I already know the mission, which I have not told you what that is. And yet everyone seems to think it's like Africa domination or something. And I'm just like, man, you guys just want total Africa domination, which, you know, hey, maybe, but that wasn't this particular warlord's goal. So, I mean, I could, sure, we could, it's a fictional, right? So we could go for that. But I just thought it was hilarious how many of you thought that the mission was going to be, you know, taking over all of Africa. I'm just like, okay, yeah, they just want total domination. I get it. All right, cool. An explorer's life for me. An insurgent group has emerged within the expedition of two of the men. Within the expedition, and two of the men have sneaked out in the middle of the night to go to a liquor store. And they just needed a break. Reduce the current peril of the expedition. The expedition is slightly delayed. That's fine. Because we don't need the amount of peril to be high, right? Are these guys gonna like come after me or what? What's going on here? Huh? Are we just too good on the water? I mean, you gotta actually get here to stop me. You know this, right? Germany. You gotta actually get here. All right, this is Bermuda. Should we get Bermuda as well? Zooming right in on Bermuda here. Oh, this is the first time I've actually seen a ship sailing. Oh, look at this. This is the first time I've actually seen a ship sailing. Who is this? Is this just our trade route or what? I think so. Maybe. You gotta zoom right in to see the boats. Yeah, you gotta get at least this close to see boats. Huh. Okay. Fantastic. It's excellent news. I want to get closer. Oh well, I can't. All right. Well, apparently Germany is just going to sit around and do nothing. We're going to declare neutrality in this war too. I don't care. So Germany so far is kind of losing. They have done nothing. Their cost of war has been very high. Apparently my cost is high too, but I don't have all I have is my admirals going, right? Like, I don't... Well, I guess I have a lot of my stuff. Yeah, that was probably my problem. I made all of these guys... I went ahead and got all of these guys to be mobilized, and I didn't need to do that. That was probably that's my bad, but whatever. It's fine. These guys are still in turmoil. Massachusetts, what can I do for you? Your porcelain should be selling really well. I'll up this industry, and then let's see if we can't maybe get... I was going to say get an export for your porcelain, but we already have a shortage, so maybe we can bring in porcelain to help with that, but... Oh, tea! Tea is incredibly pricey. I think I can fix that. Come over here. Somebody's pointed this out, which, like, I get it, but I don't care, but I get it. That adding taxation capacity here was meaningless and, like, a waste, because it's not an incorporated state. Like, I get it. Not that big of a deal, to be honest. Whatever. Big whoop. However, like, it's incorporating in 20 years. So as soon as that happens, then, like, almost 20 million population will then start paying me taxes. So, okay. But I guess, whatever. I'm going to say that tea, however, is something that I want to expand upon. I thought this had tea. Yeah, right here. Let's get more tea. I'm going to go, like, say 40 levels on that tea over here. Really drive it in. Also, since we are doing military stuff at the moment, I probably should take a look and see whether or not our opium is in... Yeah, it's a little bit surplus, isn't it? It's a little expensive. So why don't we raise our opium fields up a little bit by, like, say 20 levels as well. See what happens there. So I still don't see Germany. I feel like they're just getting whooped, right? Are they just getting whooped on the water? I'm not seeing any indication that they are getting whooped on the water, so maybe we'll put some of our soldiers to work. I mean, we could just do that. If we move along the water and just get in on Germany, we could do that. Let's say I do a naval invasion and we just kind of come right in here, Nah, there's no point. There's no point to do this. Never mind. Because, like, their whole military is just gonna be right here, and what? It's like 400 troops or something like that. Yeah, 582. Total number of battalions on the German side, 582. So, like, they're just all here, and I'm gonna bring in what, 40 or 50 at a time with my ships? No thanks. There's no reason. Let them come to us. Just let them come on in. They're not gonna win. All right, I got lots of boats to stop them. They're not gonna win. And so just let them come. In fact, I could probably just, to really make sure, I could go in and recruit another admiral. Let's say this is fine, in Dixie. And we recruit this guy, and then maybe we get one more. And just recruit a couple more admirals, right? And we'll just have them continue to also raid these convoys that are coming in, and they're just never going to make landfall. They'll never get here. And that'll just be the way it is, and we'll never have to actually fight the war. But they will drain us, I guess, a little bit here. They're going to drain us for a while, which kind of sucks. Oh well. Look, high radicalism on this, too. You guys are being very radicalized. Which, if I could make these guys a little happier, then I guess they would leave this movement, but it's just them, too. Just the rural folk. Because Southern planters are happy, and evangelicals are gone because they're happy, right? So, I mean, we don't really have a whole lot left to do there. Luxury furniture is off the charts. Wow. Nope, that's luxury clothing. Luxury furniture, off the charts. Let's go 10 levels in Mexico. We'll do another 10 levels over here. And we'll do a 10 levels here in this place. Also, tools will go 20 in New Mexico. I think the inputs for tools were fair. They might go up now, though. They were fair price. Steel is pretty good. It's under control. Electricity needs to be expanded. And it looks like oil needs to be expanded. I'm not sure about where... I guess Alberta and Ontario is it. because otherwise we're tapped out on as maximum for oil. So we're just gonna go and get like, let's go 20 levels here, and we'll say 20 levels in Alberta for the oil rigs. Get them coming in under control. Looks like you guys are in turmoil as well. New Brunswick. I mean, is it just this case? So it's the upper strata. The upper strata are not happy. I mean, they have 3 years until incorporation, and then they can really not be happy. But yeah, we'll up your tools production a little bit too, and then you know, some construction sector, you know, just to make this more efficient, I suppose. But you really don't have much in here, so we're gonna give you a government administration building. You'll be incorporated soon, and then let's give you a power plant, and we'll raise that 10 levels so that you can you know, help contribute to the nation's power deficit at the moment. Okay, well, I guess we'll just let this run a little bit. This is like the most boring war ever. Like, what? Germany's like, we're going to war with you, but we're afraid of you, so we're not going to send any soldiers, but we're going to war with you. That's pretty much what it is. Oh, we have a shortage of radios. Now, I think we had, didn't we have that happening? I had that going on here. Electrics Industries. Where is this? Electrics Industries. So these are all telephones. Nope, we have a couple of radios down here. So let's have Guatemala switch to radio production. This will create a little more of a shortage of the telephones, which should make all the other telephone makers more productive, and they can hire now. But hopefully it takes care of the radio shortage that they're complaining about. And these guys are just really radicalized, aren't they? So many wars around the world. I don't think we're getting close to changing government, so I think everything's going to be just the way it is. The government will stay the way it is. So slavery's banned. Migration controls. No social security. This is the one, I think this is the last thing I have left to implement, which I would like to do this, but I'm not going to do it while I'm at war. So I'm going to wait until war's done, and then I'll do it, because that's pretty expensive. I think everything is set, though. Everything else is good, yeah. So we're all set, aside from the welfare thing. And then institutions, we can just, I guess, up these different things there. Up the healthcare system, too. Just max out everything here. Because we can. Oh, these little ships. My gosh. I can't believe I never noticed these before. I mean, they should have been just the same as the trains. I should have known that that was going to happen, but I wasn't paying attention. I wish I was. All right. Take on debt accepted. France has taken on Parek's national debt, and they're owed an obligation. I could have done that. Yeah, I could have taken on people's debt when I didn't have a deficit because of war. I could have done that. Radios are very expensive, but they have now dropped in price, at least. Telephones are, yeah, I need to expand that, actually. Let's get some more electrics industry. It's going to be electrics. So we're going to get, I don't know, Texas telephones. Actually, let's go into one of these places where they're in turmoil and give them extra jobs. So we'll say that Massachusetts, you can have an electrics industry at level 8. And how about we go over to, what was it, Connecticut? I think it was Connecticut that was in turmoil, right? Yeah, you guys. Let's give Connecticut an electrics industry as well, up to 8 levels, okay? You guys can get some great jobs this way. We'll have you create radios. You two, both of you, are going to create radios. That should help the price of radios come down. It's a very profitable business, so you should be rocking and rolling there. But that was the last research I think we could do. We need to also do coffee really quick. So let me just go into buildings, rural, find the coffee plantations. Let's make sure they're all automatic irrigation, and all of them can use the rail transportation network. That will increase the amount of coffee on the market substantially, I would think. And then now that they're using more transportation, I need to see who needs additional Infrastructure. Does anyone need more infrastructure? Don't see... Whoa, okay, Ontario needs more infrastructure. Let's go like 8 levels there. You guys are seemingly good. It's just dust. I come over here. South Bengal, are you good? I'll just add a couple levels here because whatever, you're growing fast. Austria ended their rivalry with Germany. Is Austria interested in cutting me down to size as well? Honestly, I can't even tell that Germany's interested because we're just sitting here waiting for them to come on over and they're just not going to win. We're just spending less money on the war and they're not coming across the sea and they're losing value here, and eventually we'll just, you know, demand they pay war reparations on no loss of life. The most boring war ever. This is a war of words is what this is. Oh, man. War, the wine industry. The wine industry. The wine industry. Use chemical fertilizers. No. I think we want to change... Yeah, all of them are this level of vineyards now, so... I suppose we just want to raise all of them up a few levels. So we'll just say 5 levels for every single one of our maize farms. Let's get more wine on the market for us here. Should be pretty good for our prices. Let's get more wine on the market. There we go. And, you know, we could take some of the larger ones. Let's say Virginia's an okay size. You can make that chemical fertilizer. And Kentucky's a pretty big one. Change that one. And Mississippi's going to be pretty big, so we'll change that one too. And that makes the fertilizer industry more profitable too. So, good. Well, Germany still hasn't done anything. At least nothing meaningful anyway. We have a stop on the way event that is prompting here. With a low temperature of the mountains, the expedition finds a perfect meadow to take shelter, near the river and far enough from any village to not disturb their land. A fort built by previous explorers stands proudly as a haven. It was an unusually cold month when the range of mountains announced their merciful judgment before us. As the sun started to set, a glistening light penetrated the canopy of trees, making the shadows tremble and the raindrops cover the brown, almost dead grass. Our expedition was tired, and that tiredness of the soul, far from home and close to the ocean, became much more tangible when the rays illuminated their swollen faces. Well, reduce the current peril? Yeah, somebody already has a fort built in a previous expedition. Wonderful! Minor progress. We shall stop and rest. Beautiful. It's like the Oregon Trail. It's basically what they're doing. They're basically doing the Oregon Trail, and they are stopping in forts along the way to resupply. Mountain sighted. Member of the expedition has suggested we detour to climb a mountain and claim it in the name of the United States. Yes, an excellent idea. Game, we can't spare the time. We already have the mountain. It's already ours. We can't spare the time. Just give it progress. We already have the mountain. No need to climb it and add potential perils to our journey. Well, I'm sorry, guys. This will go down in history. The war started by Germany will go down in history as the most boring war ever, which is interesting considering it's the early 1900s and it's a war involving Germany and it's apparently boring. Yeah, this is really alternative history, isn't it? Can't quite click this button yet. Gotta wait, I think, till they get to negative before I can do that. So I'm just gonna sit around. We do have like plus, our numbers are dropping, but like so are theirs. I think it's purely, well, I want to say it's an attrition thing, but since we're in our own land, I don't think we're getting that. Not sure how that works when you're just in your own land like this, but idle in your own land. Look at all these things. Germany's doing some diplomatic things on the side. Snow on the ground in Utah. Some members of the expedition have expressed concern that the weather is turning against them. They insist on hunkering down to avoid the worst of it. All right, well, let's heed their warning, I guess. I don't want you guys to get done. Secession movement growing. Ooh. Hawaiian. You can alleviate the risk of secession by decreasing the radicals of the targeted culture in your country. All right, Hawaii, what's going on over here? Have I been ignoring you? I have actually been ignoring Hawaii. I grabbed them and then I just sort of completely ignored that they exist. All right, we'll add a couple of industries here, up your shipyards. Let's go down. Where's your docks? Your port's already expanded as much as it can be. So I guess we'll add 5 more to your rail system. We can maybe get your coffee. I mean, your coffee's very profitable, so I don't think that's a problem. You do another to your university, I guess, and there's not really a whole lot I gotta do here. I guess I could do this part. This will help you guys with services being just stupid cheap now. Services are just bonkers cheap. I mean, people should have anything they want for very low prices. I don't see why you should be radicalized about that. So I guess if you want to try, you're gonna fail. I'm just gonna come and get you, but sure. Snow clears. Time to push on. Expedition continues. Okay. Hang on, I gotta keep looking at my eastern seaboard, just in case. Peace deal proposed. All right, so the peace deal is proposed by Germany. They pay me reparations. Yes, that's yes. We accept the deal. I accept peace. You will now pay me war reparations. Good. All right, so everybody, all these guys can just stop coming back. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to stop touching that because it's just never going to stop coming in. A bear sighted. A large grizzly has been sighted up ahead. We could hang back and wait for it or leave. Wait for it to leave, or we could hunt it. 50% chance of successful bear hunt. Better to be safe. I mean, 60% chance of triggering the bear attack. So I think this is probably better. Let's do something to it before it can do something to us. Expedition attempted to hunt the bear, but it went wrong. The hunt started off well enough, but too late we realized it was a mother bear with her cubs. It's a fact well appreciated that you never come between a mother and her cubs. Onward. We gained a peril. Okay, fine. Just keep going forward, please. So the skyscraper thing apparently takes 2 years. And the Panama survey is a 30-month thing, so that's still going. And yeah, mobile armor is now unlocked. So I think that's it for research. I don't think there's anything else left to do. So we're just going to have this. Well, okay, so mass surveillance is the only thing left to do. I think that's it, yeah. Mass surveillance. Every other tech is research, so... Okay then, well, in that case, since it's the only thing left, we will just go ahead and research it. Mass surveillance. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking we need troops to come over here, don't we? We're gonna need troops to storm the beach in Hawaii and take our land. Take our land back. After several weeks of silence, the expedition to map the western frontier led by George Terrell has come back empty-handed. Terrible shame. Wow. He's no longer he gains the trade explorer. He's no longer busy. We have a failed expedition, so we lose prestige. I just love how we failed expedition on land we already own. And he's just like, what the hell? Whatever. All right, so Hawaii is definitely going to try to secede here in a second. I can't imagine it goes to 98 and then doesn't progress. There we go. So now they might get, other people to come and help them. Looks like France. France might help them. So this isn't going to be as easy as I thought. But that's okay. We're just going to crush the secession. That's okay. That's all we're going to do. And so it's time. I don't believe we can actually send you here yet. But we will be sending troops to Hawaii. We just can't do that just yet. I need my admirals, actually. So let's say we want you to, I can't do any of this stuff until the war is actually called. So, but I have a superior navy and army. to every single party involved. So this is going to be a very short-lived thing, Hawaii. Are you sure this is the path you want to go down? My God, there's just nonstop alerts down here, isn't there? Now, the good news is we don't have any political movements started anymore, so we can finally start getting radicals to go down. It's at 23 million. I'm also, speaking of 20 million, we're at 22 million in debt at the moment, so we're paying 16,000 in interest, which is nothing. Compared to our income, that's nothing. Okay, well, from a boring war to a boring failed secession attempt, we'll just go in there and get that done. Definitely not going to back down. Even if you do get France on your side, it won't matter. So I'm just going to skip you guys ahead to the part where we absolutely crush this. Be right back. All right, the Silver Legion formed as a political party. I guess that's something. It looks like my flag is all over this, so I should be winning this. We have the same score on both sides. And, you know, proposing the peace deal, returning all the states. Yeah, returning all Hawaiian states that seceded from us. That's what we should be doing. So I should have won this. I brought all the boats over there specifically for that purpose. So, yeah, I should be... Wait, what was that? Hawaiian Western Australia? What? Oh, you guys really went down under, didn't you? Look at this. Apparently Hawaii has territory in Australia. Okay. Who saw that coming? I didn't see that coming. Does that mean once you guys are done not seceding from this union that, you know, I should have everything here? I should be winning this war. Capitulation. Following war goals were enforced in Hawaii. Crush the secession. So all states have been returned to me. And here we are. Hawaii. But, wait, huh? I don't have control of Hawaii. What is this? What? What am I playing cards with my son or something here? Like, is this like, even though I don't win, even though you didn't win, you win anyway? Like, what is this? I crushed it. I don't have control of this anymore. They're not even in progress to being an incorporated state anymore. Like, what? Hawaii just isn't ours anymore. They lost the war, but yet somehow won? Does that make sense to anyone else? Huh? Wait, this doesn't make sense. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta go back. What the hell just happened? Okay, so we're back at July 2nd. All right, we're clearly winning this war. Everything is as I want it to be. Do I just not want a peace goal or what? Like, do I not want this? Like, I'm confused. Like, why crush the secession would mean that we would get the states back, right? Oh, wait. Well, hold on. Return all Hawaiian states that seceded from us. Yeah, I'm telling Hawaii to return the states that are seceding from us. That like, I win the war. That's how that works. I'm not revoking my claim, right? So how in the world did they end up, like, if I don't hit this, what happens then? I just got to drag them down to 0, right? I guess negative 100. That's really strange. Hold on. Panama Isthmus surveyed. Our survey of the Panama Isthmus is complete. We confirmed that it would be possible to construct a canal linking the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Next, we must acquire land from New Granada. We will make a suitable offer. We could add this to the journal, and then our relations with New Granada improves by 10. Now possible to construct a canal. Coercion is the simplest form of persuasion. We could deteriorate our relationship with them by 20, and we will now gain a claim on Panama. Well, okay. We'll just go ahead and do it that way instead. Where is Panama? Right here. Yep. And we have a claim on this. So we'll just go ahead and take it, and then we'll build what we want. Because that's us. But like, I don't understand what happened with Hawaii. Look. So this is now down. There's no front here. We have people here. We had capitulation. The following war goals were enforced on Hawaii. Crush the secession. This war goal is being presented as a demand in a diplomatic play. But I have no control over this. Hawaii is just not part of the Union anymore. It's like they win even though they didn't win. I don't understand. Okay. This has been the strangest day of war in the game so far. We had someone who started a war with us but never actually attacked, and then finally just starts paying us reparations for a war we never had. And then we had Hawaii secede from the Union, even though we won. I'm very lost. I welcome explanations in the comments. I have no idea what just happened. In any case, 17 weeks, and we'll have a skyscraper in Kentucky. 5 years, we'll recapture Hawaii when our truce is done. And we will start to capture Panama. We can't do that. Make puppet? Damn. I want to just annex it, but sure. Make puppet New Granada, and we'll make a puppet here, and then some people will fight us. This gives us 23 infamy, though. You know, I probably should have just worked with them instead of being so antagonistic. Well, either way, what's done is done. You know, we're going to capture all of this anyway, so... Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I look forward to your explanation as to why Hawaii is no longer controlled at all by me. Like, I have zero control over this country anymore. They have an attitude towards me. They have their own president. They have a truce with me until 1925. Which, again, makes no sense because they should just be my puppet. They should be my state, actually. They were supposed to be my state already. So, weird. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.